Hi, in this video we are going to see about a Python IEEE project which is entitled as e-commerce fraud detection based on machine learning, which is an enhancement of IEEE base paper titled e-commerce fraud detection based on machine learning techniques systematic literature review, which is an IEEE 2024 journal paper. Before seeing the execution of the project, let me brief about this project. So we all know that e-commerce industry is growing rapidly every day all over the world, and especially after the COVID-19 pandemics, many people tend to buy the products through e-commerce portals or websites, and people prefer and continuing this thing till date also. So there are in online many types of frauds are occurring. So we could have seen many frauds based on online payments or credit card frauds, etc. In this base paper, the authors have introduced about the e-commerce fraud detection. So here in the base paper, the authors have used the Prisma methodology. Prisma means preferred reporting items for systematic reviews and meta-analysis. So here they have, this is a survey paper. Kindly note that this is a survey paper. So they have conducted a systematic literature review of 101 research papers. So you can see 101 publication they have reviewed, and they have given a detailed report of this review paper. Kindly note that we are not going to do the same as mentioned in the base paper. So now let us see what the author have done it. So in the base paper, the authors have concluded that mentioning that among the machine learning algorithm utilized, ANN was used most frequently, and then comes the random forest. And also they have mentioned that majority of the articles centered about the detection of the credit card fraud detection only. So we are not going to use the same algorithm as mentioned. We are going to improvise. We are going to propose our new model in it, and also we are going to not going to use the same credit card fraud. So we are going to use e-commerce fraud. So now let us see about our proposed model first. So we are going to use two different machine learning model. One is Stacking Classifier and another one is XGB Classifier. So in the first Stacking Classifier model, so we have achieved accuracy train score of 100% and test score of 99%. And in the second model of XGB Classifier, we have achieved train score of 96% and test score of 95%. So from the two models, Stacking Classifier performed well. This is our proposed system. So we are introducing two different models, and also we have improved the accuracy from the existing system, and we are going to concentrate about the e-commerce fraud detection. So now let me show you about the dataset part. So here you can see the data set that we are going to use to train the system. So here you can see it contains around 16 features, that is transaction ID, customer ID, transaction amount, transaction date, payment method, product category, quantity, customer age, customer location, device used, IP address, shipping address, billing address, is fraudulent or account age, days, and transaction hours. So there are around 16 features, and you can see the data set records is about 23,634 data set records. So it is a very big data set record. So we are going to use this data set, but we are not going to use all the features available. So now let us see all the things detailedly in the abstract document part. So here you can see the IEEE base paper abstract, and coming to our proposed abstract. So we are going to develop this e-commerce fraud detection based on machine learning using Python and for the backend processing, and HTML, CSS, JavaScript as a front-end interface, and we are going to use Flask web framework. So these details have been initially mentioned in the abstract part. And coming to the algorithm or models, you can see Stacking Classifier and SGB Classifier used, and you can see about the accuracy score of 100% and test accuracy of 99% that is achieved for the Stacking Classifier, and XGB Classifier achieved the accuracy of 96% and test accuracy of 95%. So those details have been mentioned here. And coming to the data set part, you can see we have used around 23,634 data set record, which is a synthetic data set, which is generated through the Python Faker library. And you can see about the 16 features. So these are all the features that I have mentioned. So those details have been mentioned here, and we are going to predict the e-commerce fraud detection. So this is going to helpful in the e-commerce environment to prevent the financial loss due to the fraudulent activities. So coming to the existing system, so we are considering the base paper as the existing system. So in the base paper, they have used the literature survey and they have used Prisma framework, and they have mentioned about the ANN algorithm and random forest was particularly notable. So those details have been mentioned in the existing system part. And coming to the disadvantage of the existing system, you can see the list of disadvantages that is being listed out here in the disadvantages of the existing system. And coming to the proposed system, as mentioned, we are going to develop the e-commerce fraud detection using machine learning, using Python, and using the stacking classifier and XGB classifier. Those details have been described detailed in the proposed system part. And coming to the advantages of proposed system, you can see about the important advantage, that is the high accuracy in fraud detection, robust synthetic data set that we have used, scalability and adaptability, real-time fraud detection, comprehensive feature set, and enhanced security and trust, user interface friendly interface, and flexible integration, feasible and extendable, cost-effective solution. Those details are being listed out here in the list of advantages of the proposed system. And coming to the system architecture, you can see that input is given as the e-commerce data set, pre-processing feature selection is made, and we are going to apply the stacking classifier and XGB classifier, and the predicted result will be fraudulent or not fraudulent, and we'll be showing the performance analysis and the graph part finally. So here you can see the system requirements, which contains the hardware requirements and the software requirements, that we can execute the project in Windows 10 or 11. The coding language we have used is Python 3.12.0. Web framework is Flask. Frontend part contain HTML, CSS, and the JavaScript. So this is the reference of the project. This is the IEEE base paper reference. So this is about the basic introduction of the projects. Now let us see the execution of the project. Before execution, make sure that you have fulfilled the requirement that is mentioned in the requirement file, the exact version of Python and the library is installed in the system. So now inside the source code location, we have this e-commerce fraud detection. So now let me type cmd. So now type python app.py and click enter, and kindly wait for a few seconds. So now you can see this URL. Just copy this URL, go to any of your browser. I'm going to Google Chrome. Here you can see some of the warnings. You can ignore it. There is no any problem in it. So just go to the browser. I'm going to Google Chrome and paste it and click enter. And you can see the home screen or welcome screen of the project with the project title e-commerce fraud detection. So just click this login menu. So just click this login menu, it will be navigated to the login page. Kindly note that this is a static login page because we have not used any database in the project. So just enter the default username and password as admin and then click the login button. So now you can see the login success message and click OK. So now it will be navigated to the upload part where you need to upload the data set. So just select the choose file option, and inside the source code folder you can find this upload.csv file. Just select this file and then click the upload button. And now kindly wait for a few seconds. There is a large data set available, so it will be loaded into the browser part. Take some few seconds only. So kindly wait until the complete data set is loaded into the preview part. So now it will be navigated to the preview part where you can completely view the data set that we have loaded. So here you can see the features that we have mentioned: transaction ID, customer ID, transaction amount, all those details. Just if you scroll down, you can see the complete data set has been loaded into the browser part, that is the preview part that we are viewing it. So just you can click to try not test button and kindly wait for a few seconds. So So now you can see the training finish message and click OK. So now it will be navigated to the important part of the project, that is the prediction part, where now you can see the details of the features. And here I wanted to mention, here you can see the final part is like model. So as mentioned, we have implemented two models. So here, once after entering the details, the user can select which model he wants to use for predicting the results, stacking classifier or XGB. They can select accordingly. And here you can see, initially I said there was 16 features, but here you can see there is only 10 features that we have used. Only the relevant features have been considered. So now let me show you the prediction result for the few cases. So first thing is like you wanted to enter about the transaction amount. So now let me enter the transaction amount of 52.72, and payment method is PayPal, credit card, debit card or bank transfer. So let me consider debit card. And product category, we have different product: electronics, toys, games, clothing, home and garden, health and beauty, these things. So let me go for the electronics, and the quantity is 5 for this case, and customer age is 30, and device used is desktop, tablet or mobile. So this case consider mobile. And account age is 213 days, transaction hour is 14, and address match, so whether it is address matched or not with the billing address, so it is yes. And here you can select the model. So for initially I'll show with the stacking classifier, which has the good accuracy, and let me click the predict button. So now it will be showing the predicted result. So here you can see the following information was provided by you. So here you can see the whatever the information that we have given is been shown here: transaction amount, payment method, product category, quantity, customer age, device used, account age, days, transaction hour, address match, and model that we have selected. And finally you can see the result is fraudulent or not. You can see it is a fraudulent transaction. It is a fraud transaction has been done in this for this e-commerce purchase. So you can have, we have provided the option of downloading this as a PDF also. So now let me enter the desktop as one. I'll save it as one.pdf. So here you can see the result is being exported in the PDF format. So these are all the details that we have entered, and you can export the details as a PDF format also. Those option is given. So now if you wanted to check with other case, just click this prediction menu. So the prediction page will be loaded again. So now let me show you quickly the other case for you with the transaction amount of 18.45. Payment method as credit card, product category as electronics, quantity as 4, customer age as 39, device used as tablet, account age is 244 days, transaction hour is 10, address match is yes. So model, this time I'll just select XGB classifier and click the predict button. So now you can see the details that we have entered, and you can see this is not a fraudulent case. As mentioned, if you wanted, you can just download this as a PDF. So I'll just save this as 2. This is an optional only, just to show you the feature that is available in it. And now let me go to the prediction menu quickly to show you with the other case. So this case I'll just enter the transaction amount as 599.39, and payment method is a bank transfer, product category as clothing, quantity as 5, customer age as 49, device used as desktop, account age is 163 days, transaction hours 4, address matching yes. And let me select the stacking classifier itself and then click the predict button. So now you can see the predicted result is a fraudulent. So it is a fraudulent transaction made in the e-commerce platform. So now let me go to the prediction menu again. Finally I'll show you with the case with the transaction amount of 114.99, and payment method as PayPal, product category as electronics again, quantity as 4, customer age as 27, device used as desktop, account age days is 27, transaction hour is 13, and address matching yes, and let me select the model as same and then click the predict button. So now you can see the details entered and you can see the final predicted result. It is a not fraudulent. So in this way you can check with the data that is available both in the test case and also in the trained data part. So you can check with all other cases also. And now let me move to the next part, that is the performance analysis part. So just click this performance, so it will be navigated to the performance analysis part. So here we have the performance analysis for both the models of XGB classifier and the stacking classifier. So here you can see the performance analysis parameter for recall, precision and F1 value, and you can see the confusion matrix for both the models, so that the true and predicted label. And here you can see the performance analysis of the stacking classifier with the recall, F1 precision value which contains the 100% accuracy, and here you can see the confusion matrix of this stacking classifier which contains the true and predicted label of it. So this performance analysis part contains the performance analysis parameter for XGB classifier and the stacking classifiers. Finally, let us move to the chart part. So just click this chart menu. Kindly note that the chart, this is mentioned here, all static chart only. As mentioned, we are not using any database in the project to show variations in it. So now let us see what all the charts that is available. So first chart is the accuracy chart, which contains the accuracy score of the stacking classifier and the XGB classifier, which contains a train score of 100% and test score of 99% for the stacking classifier, and for XGB classifier which contains 96% of train accuracy and test accuracy of 95%. That is being picturized in the accuracy chart. And coming to the data visualization chart, you can see 80% of the data set record that we have contained not fraudulent, and 20% contain the fraudulent transactions. So that is being represented pictorially in the dataset visualization part. And here you can see about the payment method count chart. So here you can see equally all the dataset contain PayPal, credit card, debit card and the bank transfer. So equally it is being available. And here you can see the next chart shows about the product category chart. So here you can see the product category that is available: electronics, toys and games, clothing, home and garden, health and beauty. So equally distributed count is being equally distributed. And next comes the transaction hour count distribution chart. You can see the transaction hour. So maximum people made the transaction hour in the 0. Those details are being picturized in the graphical part. And here you can see next chart comes the account age days chart. So you can see the account age. So many people was using a new account only, so that was being shown here. And here you can see the device used count. So desktop, tablet and mobile phone, so maximum all are equally distributed. And next comes the customer age density chart. So you can see the age of the customer, those who have made the e-commerce transaction. So next comes the quantity density chart. So you can see how many quantities generally the users purchased. So maximum all are equally distributed. And then comes the transaction amount density chart. So transaction amount details has been shown in this graph part. So these are all graph that is available in the static visualization chart part. And let me log out. And this is all about the project e-commerce fraud detection based on machine learning using Python. And thank you for watching.